Hello world. Hello everybody. Hello YouTube. So I'm sitting here and I'm getting put together here. That's all you need to know. And I'll start out slow via one long video. So what I'm doing is I'm watching this here military channel. And I watch that because you never know, you might be put to do this all over again. So I watch the tactics and all that and what they did in history. It's interesting. And I believe in peace. And man, I love peace, bro. Hippie, long haired. I'm like that. Or else I'm gonna be, that's for sure, because I wanted to be a long time ago, but I had to be another me. Anyway, I believe in peace and all that, but only peace through strength, because that's the only way you can have peace. Because other people, they like peace too, and that kind of thing. Sometimes they like your peace. Get more peace, War comes around when someone has more peace, Hey, he got more peace than us. So they go over there and try to get some peace off of them. That didn't go well, but anyway. Let me turn this down. So, that was a thought about it. Then I'm sitting here watching the war things and pondering the difference in peoples. Right? Like China and, the other countries. Difference between us all of us humans. And, wondering, why are the Chinese so like that? And we're not, America is just kind of a big bunch of blobs of shit. And I'm sitting there thinking, I go, well, man, they really got it put to them in World War II. That's what I'm watching here. The old videos. And, by God, they knew hardship big time, and I think that changed them. I'm talking on the genetic level. Think of it. Man, that must have been rough. Japan wiped them out, and then, and when's the last time we had a war in this country that tested us to that extent? They made it. And that was some bad shit. That's a lesson for you. That's a lesson for you. So I'm saying, then I get to the physicals of it. And I say, well, man, we haven't seen a war that wiped out cities in this country since the Civil War. So we ain't had nothing to, test us at all. And, we might go somewhere else or this and that. And then they come back and we go, wow, how strange. But as a people and as a nation, and it's made us lazy, I guess. But anyway, it changed them, and look how much they've advanced. You got to hand it to them. I don't want to be Chinese, but, they advanced. And look what we did after the Civil War. It was a hard bunch of people, and we took a hardship real bad, and that really, put us up a couple notches. And I'm like, well, man, that's a bummer that it takes war to bring you up out of some kind of doldrum. What are we going to do? Because we're doldrum big time, ain't we? So I'm sitting here thinking, man, that's what did it. Because they almost got wiped out. And it changed them. And I'm thinking it changed them to the genetic level. And now, oh man, I hate to say, what kind of step up are we going to need to get out of this? Not only are German ground forces unable to move with any freedom, but the Luftwaffe runs out of fuel to fly the aircraft. And I watched it in the 40s what they did. But look at what other countries, Vietnam and, all those. They went through that. Now they are a different people than us. Anyone that really, really suffered hardships in the war, bombed, killed, died, they're a little bit different. And they're more industrious and hustle more, They're different. Whoa. So anyway, sitting here getting dressed, thinking about things. Get my shoes on. I mean, think of it. You know, I got a question for y'all. When's the last time you've been in a fight? I mean, a fist fight. You know, speaking of all this war and stuff. Who personally, I mean, I'm sure there's been a few, and I've been in a couple. Well, not where my life depended on it. Who's been in a fight where life depended on it? Go ahead and leave a comment. And these other people, they had it raining from the skies. You know, I mean, how does that affect the generation after generation? That's got to change the people as a whole in that area that has been devastated by that war. Time of shoes. Think of it. Anyway, back to it. When's the last time you've been in a fight? Do you know how to even fight that good? Do you really? I did, but, you know, it all went to hell. I was into martial arts a bit. That dropped away with all them kids. Too many kids to pay for. And nobody helped me. And I've always wanted to get my guys into martial arts in some way to defend yourself. Just to change your mentality. Peace, yeah, but peace through strength. Because if you got more peace than someone else, they're going to come and get it. You know, you better be able to keep it. There it is. That's what I'm saying. And there's no shame in that. I don't understand why we are the only species of living being that doesn't teach their young or themselves how to defend themselves. I mean, no matter what you say, we're still spiritual, albeit we're still an animal being on a physical planet with other animal beings. Why don't we teach? Why isn't it a common thing in, you know, teach your young to defend themselves? So good, learn, you know, I bet you that'd change your mentality. You know, go in there and get your ass kicked a couple times, that'd change your view. And it's like that one Vin Diesel movie. What did he say? 500. He said he figured if he got into 500 fights, he'd be good at it. And he didn't even reach 500 before he was just whatever. Who has that? Who has the, you know what? You know, some come and say, hey, I'm going to whoop your ass. And say, so? I don't care. What's that got to do with it? You know, that's the attitude. Maybe it'll change us, because everyone's scared to do anything. Just a bunch of scared little rabbits. I myself have grown beyond that. Anyway, think of it. Can you get in a fist fight? Can you take a hardship? You know, how many generations has it been since we've actually had some devastating wave of events across us as a whole here in America? And we haven't changed, and that's what's happening. The rest of the world has changed because they've seen this hardship and they've changed into a different being. I'll bet you. Their genetic code changed because of hardship. You know, their environment influenced it. And look who they are today. And look who we are today. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's just what I'm thinking. Anyway, you know, food for thought. Leave a comment. And it's not the weather. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Bye.